universal energies. It's your girl Taurus Takeover, aka the Clarity Queen, here to do a reading for my Capricorns born in the month of December. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so when I post a new video you'll be notified, and feel free to like, comment, and share. This is a general reading, meaning it has to reach all type of Capricorns at all different times. So some things may resonate with you and some things may not, because it has to be hitting everybody for their life. So this is a general reading. If you guys want a personal readings, message me. We can talk about that. This is a general reading for my Capricorns born in the month of December. Any advice for my Capricorns born in December? Any advice for my Capricorns born in December? Show me advice for my Capricorns born in December. The advice is the World card in reversed. So the World card, when it's upright, it's about being on display. People may be watching you, not always a creepy type stalky watch, but it could be, people could be watching you with admiration and things like that, and using your intuition and spirituality to be on display. But it could also signify that although you're being open, you're not fully being open. There's some things that you're, keeping to yourself. But again, yours is in reverse, okay? So the meaning for this would be maybe you do need to be, more open and honest. People may not be watching you in admiration. They might not be watching at you at all. You know what I'm saying? So the decisions you're making, you need to make for you. Let's get some clarity on that. Oh, yours was in reverse. Okay, so let me get some clarification for the World in reverse. Clarify the World in reverse. Advice for Capricorns born in December. Clarify the World in reverse for Capricorns. Advice born in December. It is clarified with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Again, there may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your environment, or you may be taking on this energy. The King of Pentacles, yours is in reverse. So, and this is an advice card. So let me be careful how I word it. Maybe you may need to stop being so bossy. Because the King of Pentacles, also the King, you may have a fire sign in your environment as well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this King is a bossy King, and yours is in reverse, and this is advice. So you may not need to be bossy, even though your methods have been proven and they may be right. Sometimes it's about how you put the news out, how you put information out as to whether people, accept it in a positive way or not. You may not be abundant as you like at this moment, but that does not mean that it's not coming. You may want people to do things the way you want them to do it, and they may not be moving how you want them to move, speaking how you want them to speak. But you can control how you speak to them. You can control how you manage things. You know, I have to look at the card because I have to look at it, you know, how it normally is. But remember that yours is in reverse. So, um, and remember that this is advice. So, maybe your matter shouldn't be so focused on the material things. Maybe it needs to be more spiritual. Maybe it needs to be more with dealing with your emotions versus focusing on the material things. Let's see. Any more advice for my Capricorns born in December? Clarifying the King of Pentacles in reverse. Any more advice for my Capricorns born in December? Clarifying the King of Pentacles. Judgment in reverse. There may be a calling on your life that you're not answering. There may be some things that keep resurfacing in your life to teach you a lesson that you may not be getting the lesson. There may be some things that you should be embracing that you're not embracing. So let's put it all together. Let's get this clarity. So change is coming. If it ain't coming, it already came. And it might have shook up your life a little bit, shook up the foundation. You may have felt like you've fallen off, whether within yourself, financially, or in a relationship, or even in a business or partnership at your job. You may be feeling like just things is just, it's a big change coming. And you may have been doing things that other people haven't been doing. You know, they may have been scared to do it, but you've been stepping up, doing what, you know, doing what needs to be done. Taming your mouth, you know, taming your passions, things you probably want to say. You was like, I'm just gonna, you know, keep it to myself. Trying to use your intuition and enlightenment to make the right decisions. Whatever this decision is, the change that's been happening, you don't have to go through it alone. You don't have to battle it alone. And you may have even thought about letting it go, you know, like, you know, you might be like, I'm not trying to deal with this. I'm not trying to fight this. Like, you might feel like you don't have it in you. You know, emotionally, there you just might be pooped out, tired of dealing with it. But the story isn't over. Your book isn't finished being written. There's a change that can happen in an instant. And there's some thinking you need to do, and some alone time you need to do to figure out what it is you need to do. Um, And this is going to be more of a spiritual thing, something that you just can't figure out by your regular eye. This is something you're going to have to use your enlightenment, your intuition, to make decisions possibly about something that has happened in the past so that you can move forward. Maybe with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but maybe. Doing this introspection, it may be about something that has to do with your family. Could be a kid, could be your parent, could be grandparent, could be a spouse, relationship. Could also be about your finances, thinking about your generational wealth, your resources, your time. These are the things you may be thinking about. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your environment. That these thoughts or decisions that you're making could be affecting. Could be that you are, you may feel like you're not being seen, you're not being heard. Could be that you're not using your spiritualism, your insight, enlightenment the way that you should. People may not be noticing you at work, maybe your efforts, you feel like you're putting in, and people just may not be noticing the sacrifices you may be making, whether it's at work, whether it's in a relationship or with your family. They may not even recognize what it is, you're doing to try to make things better. But you should be cautious about how you speak to people, because how your message comes across could change how things play out in your life, in your business, in your family, at your job. Remember, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it, how you deliver the message. Could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life. Could have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that this could be impacting, or they could be impacting you. There may be there may be a calling on your life. There may be people that could be spiritual, but there could also be a calling, maybe, in a job or a business where, people want you to do a certain thing and you may not be embracing that. And maybe you shouldn't. Only if you should follow through with something, if it feels right to you. Maybe this change that they're wanting you to embrace. Maybe it's something new. Maybe something new that you may be experiencing, whether it's a new job or a new relationship, um, a new venture. You don't know if you really want to embrace it, this change. Don't know if you want to answer the calling. And if you don't feel good about it, then maybe you shouldn't. Why do it if you're not going to feel good about it? And if you're the one calling someone else to make a change, whether it's in your job or business or in your family or relationship, and they're not embracing the change, they don't want to make the change, then what are you doing? What are you doing, Capricorn? And give me a moment. I'm just looking over these cards. I like to look over one last time to make sure I've given you all the messages that need to be given. Um, you know, this change that's happening in your life, this calling, it may be a decision that needs to make without emotion. You probably need to think logically about it. Um, to come to the right decision that's going to benefit you in the long term, as well as in the short term. Um, but at the same time, you can't discount your emotions. You know, don't be so focused on the material manifestations that you forget about your emotions. It must be a balance between the two so you can make, you know, the best decision for your future. Because even when no one's watching, what are you doing? You still got to deal with you. You may be concerned about what is your family going to think, how is this going to affect them in the long term, how is this going to affect, you know, everyone that I'm dealing with, my relationships. But that's where that alone time comes in, so you can truly think about it, because things can change in an instant. And someone or something may be having or even you may have an idea of how things are going to be. I got it planned out this way, that way, this how it's going to work out. But things can change in an instant, the wheel of fortune. And you'll be left with a decision to make. But you don't have to fight it alone. Even if you don't have family and friends, they're willing to help you fight through this, co-workers or whatever. You still have your spirituality. You still have premonitions. You can use that to get through whatever it is you need to get through. And although I see family, although I see kids for some of you, I see relationships, I see partners, it still goes back to you taming yourself, taming your anger, taming your mouth, what you say, how you say it. So that you can better deal with this change that may have rocked the foundation of your relationship, may have rocked the foundation of your job, may have rocked the foundation of your partnership, businessship. So be careful what you say, Capricorn. You don't want to condemn yourself with your own words. Words have power. You can speak things into existence, both positive and negative. So if you have a choice, I would suggest that you choose to speak positive, not over just your life, but over the life of your family, your friends, your co-workers, and then definitely your finances and the ideas and plans that you have for the future. Speak positive. So this is what I see. This has been your reading, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me. I am on Instagram at Universal Energies. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. That's how you show your support. Again, if it resonated with you, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know, that's how you show your support. So thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your day. Share some love. Share some light. Enjoy your life. And I will see you in the next video.